Well, the city of Indianapolis is responding to an IT-Mate story concerning the treatment of people who are homeless by a city contractor. The city has spent millions moving them from shelters into private hotel rooms in an effort to slow down the spread of the virus. And since our story aired last week, we have heard a number of complaints from dozens of people living in those hotels. IT-Mate's Richard ESSEX has the story.
This is the contract that says Magnus Global Solutions is to serve as the city's frontline representative for this program. The program is funded by millions of dollars of CARES Act money that is supposed to find temporary and eventually permanent housing for the city's homeless. And the city has admitted there are some issues.
For this story, IT-Mate interviewed 10 people living at hotels out by the airport. 8 of them talked to me on a Zoom call from the lobby of one of those hotels. They feared airing their complaints would get them kicked out of this program. Rex Faulkner said he worked for both the Marion County Sheriff's Department and IPD. He says several chronic medical conditions cost him his career and a place to live. He says when he asked the program manager from Magnus Global Solutions for paperwork, she laid into him.
Somebody needs to come out here and do their job right.
Faulkner's story mirrors that of several others that we talked to for this story. When the city began to bring people into this hotel, they hired the DAMIEN Center to provide assistance. The contract ended when Magnus Global Solutions was brought into the picture.
We had disagreements with Magnus and how they were operating. It seemed we were receiving a lot of client complaints about the way that Magnus was operating in the facility. Go to the city, we provided those complaints, we advocate on behalf of the clients, and ultimately we decided to pull out because we weren't happy with the way the clients were being treated.
CHRISTINA Elliott is one of those clients. Elliott told IT-Mate that she has a job but had been living in her car when the DAMIEN Center placed her in this hotel. She entered the program 3 months ago in hopes of finding a permanent place to live. The city has several $1 million in CARES Act money for the rapid rehousing of the city's homeless, like Elliott. But since Magnus Global Solutions took over, she has not heard a thing.
The last time I heard anything about what could happen and what would go on was when I actually was at the Horizon house.
Elliott and others told IT-Mate that Magnus and the city have around-the-clock uniformed armed security guards on the property. The DAMIEN Center had asked for plainclothes security and a less aggressive approach to the overall security.
I think the city needs to be aware of Magnus and the number of complaints we provided. Clients have provided numerous complaints to us in writing. We have provided them to representatives that are overseeing this project.
The city says that they are working on getting the rapid rehousing grants up and running as quickly as possible. The city and Magnus Global Solutions have a contract that expires at the end of this month, but it could be renewed. Now, we reached out to Magnus Global Solutions for a comment, and they have not contacted us back. In Indianapolis, Richard ESSEX, WITCH TV, WITCHTV.com, and follow us on Facebook.